Hello, I'm Alyssa, and this is the newest installment of Inside Alyssa White. And if you're new to my channel and don't know what IAW, as I affectionately call it, is, that's where you, yes you, can ask me questions of any nature as long as they're respectful and not super trolly. I mean, you can ask anything. You can ask personal questions, you can ask questions about movies or games or TV shows or books. You can ask me what YouTube stuff I like. You can ask me whatever you want. Just, I love doing these. Leave me questions in the comment box down below, or you can tweet at me at Alyssa. That link is in the description box down below the video. And yeah, I'll stop jibber jabbering and get on with the questions. The first one up is from Ricky McKnight, and he asks, what food makes your mouth water the most? Definitely pizza. Pizza is my favorite food of all time. There are so many different options you can do with pizza. I recently made my very first French bread pizza, and I'm super duper proud of myself because I am not a cook. I'm not good at cooking, but I did this all by myself. It was delicious. Yay! But I mean, you can have bagel pizzas, French bread pizza, you know, your regular kind of pizza, you know, the kind you get delivery-wise or frozen or whatever. There's so many options. You can have so many different toppings. It's the perfect food. I never get sick of it. Never. Even when I was at school and they always served pizza every day, I never got tired of it. So I love me some pizza. Cool as Robert Payne asks, what guest would you like to get the most on a live stream, be it from games, TV, or movies? Definitely Sam Heughan. It will never happen, but I would love to have Sam Heughan. If you want to see this happen, you know, tweet at Sam Heughan with the hashtag be a guest on Geek to Geek. That'll work. Also, what movie are you looking forward to this year? I'm looking forward to so many, but I think the one I'm most anticipating is Avengers Endgame, which is coming out so soon! I know it's going to be over 3 hours long, but people, I watched Lord of the Rings, and I think I can handle this, okay? So I'm super excited for Avengers Endgame. I mean, there's so many movies I'm looking forward to this year. It's stupid. Stupid! Like, I'm also looking forward to Toy Story 4. I'm looking forward to the live-action Lion King, which, is it really live-action? Who knows? Since it's all CGI, but who knows? Who cares? I mean, I know there's so many movies, they're just not coming to my mind, but, I mean, I'm really excited. This seems like a really good... Oh yeah, Star Wars Episode 9! Oh, I'm so excited for that, too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Basically, every freaking Disney movie ever that's produced this year, whether it's under Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilms, I'm looking forward to. They own the whole universe, guys. And I'm going to cut away to a section where I answered questions. Well, I didn't answer questions. My mom answered questions that you guys asked. So I'm going to cut to that, and I'll see you soon. Recording. Waiting for mom to get a button so we can start. Mom, I already pushed the record button. Alycat Mom's back. Say hi.
Hey.
She was asked a few questions by a couple of you guys, so I wanted her to be able to answer them. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, the first set of questions are from Oblivion Kasame, and they ask, first one up, what is your favorite ZZ Top song? Theirs is LaGrange.
Cheap Sunglasses.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Well, it's a song.
Okay. I know there's a song called Cheap Sunglasses, but I don't think it's not the same one you're talking about that I know of. The next one up is, did you ever get to meet any of the ZZ Top band members?
No. I did not. But I would love to. Would have. Love to.
What's your favorite band?
Bob Seger.
He's not really
and
a band.
the Silver Bullet Band.
Okay. Have you ever seen Twisted Sister in concert?
No. I haven't.
Do you have feelings about Twisted Sister?
No. I know who they are. I've heard their songs, but...
We're not gonna take
they're
it.
not... Yeah, they're not one of my favorites.
And the last one from Oblivion is favorite song of all time.
Favorite song of all time would be Night Moves by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
The next few questions are from Chaos is Coming, who always asks really good questions, as does Oblivion, so thank both of you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Oblivion.
And Chaos.
I'll thank Chaos.
Okay.
Thank you, Chaos.
The first question Chaos has is, if you could spend one day in the Game of Thrones universe, what would you do? Some examples would be like hanging with a character all day, visiting places, fighting White Walkers, marrying the character of your dreams, teaming up to kill someone, etc. So what would you do in Westeros?
All that sounds good to me. I'd like to try it all.
But who would you marry? You didn't answer the question.
Who would I marry? Jon Snow.
Even with his current situation? Don't say in case people don't want spoilers, but...
Yeah.
Okay. She'll marry Jon Snow. Especially if he gets Iron Throne. If you could have any famous chef cook any meal for you, which chef would it be and what would they cook?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
She used to love watching the Food Network all the time.
I like to watch Ray Drummond.
The Pioneer Woman?
The Pioneer... Sorry, Pioneer Woman. And I guess one of my favorite meals for her to cook would be... I don't know. That one's hard.
It is about, that'd be one of her meals, just any meal.
I know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, my hair's so lovely.
Maybe I'd get her to make me some banana pudding and some chicken dumplings.
Okay. What's your...
I did good.
Yeah, you did good.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing or hobby in the world that you love to do?
Does gambling count? I like to go gamble.
She does like to go gambling, which is illegal in our state. So she has to go about 4 hours away to a different state to gamble.
To Mississippi.
Yeah, we'll say that. It is Mississippi. But you also just got a pinball machine, like an actual pinball machine.
I did. I went and bought one song, the Facebook, whatever that site is where they sell stuff. I went and got me a pinball machine.
Did you ever get it to work right?
Yeah, got it fixed.
So those were all the questions that were asked.
And I gotta leave now.
I mean...
She made me leave now, again. Running me off.
Oh, hey, there's no more questions.
You ain't got none?
I know everything about you.
They don't.
Uh-huh. Ah! Put me on the spot.
That's okay, sweet. That's fine. Alright. I'll just mosey on out of the picture now. Thanks, guys.
So I'll jump back to my portion of where I'm asking questions, not answering questions. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled programming. My mother has gone away. Actually, she just left, okay? She didn't actually go away to like some unknown land. But we're back to my questions now. So Mr. Toon has several questions and he asks, do you think pizza is part of a complete breakfast? As a kid, I used to eat pizza for breakfast and loved it, but I haven't done it since I was a kid, so I don't actually know. I mean, if you want to eat pizza for breakfast, you do you, okay? Because it sounds like a delicious breakfast, because like I said earlier, I love pizza. So I'm not going to be like, no, pizza's not good breakfast food, because, you know, they actually make breakfast pizzas. I don't eat them because they have eggs on them, but, you know, go for it. What about people who put eggs on their pizza? I think that's disgusting, okay? I hate eggs. I hate eggs, okay? And the thing is, my boyfriend loves them. So, we have a little bit of a divide there. But, I mean, if you want to put eggs on your pizza, do it. Just please be several feet away from me, because even the smell of eggs makes me want to gag. It's so bad. I hate it. I hate eggs. I hate them. The texture's bad. They have no flavor. Even if you put salt and pepper and cheese on them, there's no flavor to me. It's just that nasty texture. The nasty smell. Ugh, no. I hate eggs. Are they monsters? They're not monsters if they enjoy putting eggs on pizza, because I like to put pineapple on pizza. I've had pickles on pizza and it's been good. So I'm not going to fault anyone for putting anything on pizza. It's just, it's not for me. What's the most slices of pizza that I've ever eaten in one sitting? Also, sorry for the little ding ding, but I'm not editing that out. The most slices of pizza I've ever eaten in one time has been 4. I just can't eat more than 4 slices at one single sitting. It just makes me feel bad. So, 4 is the most. Oh, the dings. I'm just gonna put my phone on silent. There we go. Favorite cereals. I've been really loving this s'more cereal from Post. It's just really good, but I mean, I also love me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I like Fruit Loops. I love the Halloween cereals that come out like Count Chocula, Boo Berry, Frankenberry. Those, I love those. I like Cheerios, just plain old Honey Nut Cheerios. I mean, I like a lot of cereal. I'm a big cereal person. Enough with the food. What game have you played the most? I mean, hour-wise, I would probably say the most hours I've put into a game has been Skyrim. I think I put in 200 hours into that game before I finally set it aside. But I think the game I've played, like, replayed the most has been the original Tomb Raider. I played that so many times as a kid, it was ridiculous. So, those two. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. I'm not a huge fighting game fan, to be honest, but I have always enjoyed playing Mortal Kombat because of the fatalities. And yeah, that's mainly why I like Mortal Kombat so much, is the fatalities. And it's also easier for me to play. It's not as intricate to me as Street Fighter is for some reason. It's just more accessible, so Mortal Kombat. Name 4 bands that you would book for a tour. Okay, 4 bands. I mean, I really just want to go with old school bands, but I mean, I can't bring back Queen because Queen's not the same without Freddie Mercury. So I guess Def Leppard, Journey. Ugh, this is so hard, guys. It's so hard. Ugh. I have no idea. I want Def Leppard, definitely, and Journey. But after that, it gets really hard because I just think of like single musicians. So I'm gonna skip bands and go with James Bay and let's see, who else? I don't know. This is so hard. I don't know. I like so many musicians and bands that they kind of all just disappear when I'm asked questions about them, to be honest. How many books do I own? I have no idea. I would say probably in the hundreds. I regularly go through them and either donate books or sell them to a used bookstore, but I get so many that it's crazy. One time my cousin did count my books and I had 300 at that time, but I've since gotten rid of some of those books, but, you know, replaced them, so I don't know. It's ridiculous. I have a library, guys. Is Denis Villeneuve one of the greatest directors of all time? I tried to do it in the French way. I do really love his movies. I don't think I've seen a single one of his movies that I've hated. I love Polytechnique. I love Sicario. I really love Arrival and Blade Runner 2049. Enemy was my least favorite, but it was still a really inventive movie. I'm really excited for his take on Dune, so I do really enjoy Denis Villeneuve. Did I like the Umbrella Theory? Do you mean Umbrella Academy? Because if you mean Umbrella Academy, I love that show. But if it's Umbrella Theory, I have no idea what that is. Please explain to me. Is Outlander your favorite series? At the moment, like currently airing, yes. My favorite series of all time is Firefly. But Outlander is very close to topping it. I mean, it could probably easily top it. But I mean, Firefly has a very special place in my heart, but Outlander is sitting at a very close number 2. Is that enough questions, and can I add some more, or do I save them for future installments? You can ask as many questions as you want. You can save them for future installments if you want. Whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happiest. I will answer as many questions as I get per video. Stanley Morris asks, what canceled TV series do you wish was brought back? I would really love to see Life Sentence come back because I feel like it didn't get the attention it deserved. It was canceled after 1 season. I would love to see The Lion Game brought back because I love that a lot. Chasing Life, loved that a lot. It got canceled halfway through its 2nd season, so there was no closure. Just any show that didn't feel like it got proper closure, I just want it to come back. So I get the answers I need. Their answer would be Firefly. I actually liked the way Firefly ended. I feel like it was a complete season and Serenity answered a lot of the questions that were left behind, which, I mean, Serenity did leave questions after the fact. But I feel like Firefly, if they brought it back, wouldn't be the same. I think it's just such a classic show that I kind of don't want them to mess with it. Also, this isn't a question, but it's from John Balance, and they say, hi, Alyssa. Hi. Good to see your mom. Can see where you get your good looks from. Thank you. Ricky McKnight also has another question. He asks, what one universe do you want to be turned into a game the most other than Outlander? I would say I want a really proper Game of Thrones RPG. I know they already made one, but it wasn't the best game ever. I know Telltale did their Game of Thrones series, but I want a proper, like, Witcher-style Game of Thrones RPG. I think that would be amazing. I know there's talks that From Software is doing a Game of Thrones game. Those are just rumors at the moment. But I would love a proper Game of Thrones RPG in the style of The Witcher. That would be so amazing. And Chaos is coming at some questions for me now. And he asks, which young actor would I pick to play Batman in the prequel Batman movie now that Ben Affleck is out? I've heard rumors, was it Robert Pattinson they're thinking of replacing with Batman? Batman with Ben Affleck? I don't know about Robert Pattinson actually. A good Batman. Let me think about this for a minute. I mean, I would love to see Sam Heughan as Batman, but he doesn't have, you know, the Bruce Wayne hair. But, I mean, he's got the square jawline for it, though. So I think Sam Heughan would be good. Just because I love Sam Heughan. Biased. It's really hard. It's really, really hard to think of a young actor. I think Taron Egerton could pull it off. I know he hasn't been in a lot of great movies, but Taron Egerton, I think, has the charisma. I think he would make a really good young Bruce Wayne. So yeah, I'm going with Taron Egerton. I think he would be a good choice. Of the villains we haven't seen on the big screen, which Batman Rogue Gallery villain/villains would you choose to be in the Batman prequel movie? This is really hard because I don't know every single one of the Rogue Gallery villains, and most of the ones I do know have appeared. I would really love to see, well, I mean, I was going to say Huntress, but she's going to be in the Birds of Prey movie. It's really hard. Oh, Black Canary. Black Canary hasn't been in movies. She's been in the Arrow show, but I don't think she's been in any movie, so I think Black Canary would be a really good choice for a prequel movie. What would be your perfect day ever? You know, I want to say going to Scotland and visiting the set of Outlander and meeting everyone. That would be a great day. Just because, you know, I'd get to see the set of my favorite TV show, meet my favorite actors from a TV series, just enjoy Scotland, get to experience that, just soak in the atmosphere. I think that'd be a really good day. But like a perfect day for me normally is just, you know, chilling with people I love, just relaxing at home, enjoying video games, watching movies and TV shows, reading a good book. Really, that's my idea of a good time. I don't like to go party. I don't like really going out that much to even go to the grocery store. I'm very much a homebody. I'm very indoorsy. So my idea of a perfect day, realistically, is just being at home with people I like and just, you know, doing the things I love to do. And the last set of questions are from Oblivion Kasame, and they ask, what's the worst movie you have ever seen? Worst movie I've ever seen? I've seen some really bad movies, to be honest. I think the worst one I've ever seen was, oh, why am I forgetting? Is it called Fourth Man Out? But it's terrible. Don't watch it. It's about this group of friends that find out that one of their friends is gay, but it's so, I can't think of the word. It's like it's making fun of gay people, and they're not very supportive of their friend in the way they should be, and it's just like, it just hurt to watch, okay? Somebody's gonna call me a snowflake. But, I mean, it was just, the humor was terrible, and it was painful to watch. Serenity was also really bad. The movie that came out this year with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway. How do you screw up a movie with such a good cast? I don't know, but this movie is boring as shit. And it was just, how do you mess up a movie with such a good cast? Favorite comedy movie. Okay, I hate comedy movies, okay, for the most part. But I love older comedies. I think my favorite older comedy would be probably, I mean, I love Napoleon Dynamite. I've seen that so many times. It makes me laugh so hard. So, probably Napoleon Dynamite, to be honest. But I also really love Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs from Mel Brooks. Those are really good comedies that always get a chuckle out of me. And also Baby's Day Out. That movie made me laugh so hard. So those are really good comedies that aren't raunchy or offensive. I don't like raunchy, offensive stuff. Favorite action movie? Oh! That's hard, but I'm going to have to go with Terminator 2 Judgment Day because it's badass. Favorite classic movie? Oh, ooh. Oh, this is so hard. Favorite classic movie? Oh. I'm trying to, there's so many classics. Oh, God. I'm looking at my collection right now to see if I can get any help with this. I mean, I really love Shawshank Redemption. I know that's not super classic. I also really like Schindler's List. I haven't seen, like, really old movies, to be honest. I want to. It's just I just haven't found them. they're not really easy to find without subscribing to the Criterion channel or buying the Criterion editions. So, I mean, there's a lot that I want to see. It's just, I haven't seen a lot, if you get my drift. I'm not making sense. Favorite horror movie? That's a tie between the original A Nightmare on Elm Street, Elm Street, and Scream. Both are Wes Craven directed films, and they're both great in their own way. They both have humorous moments, and you know, they're good slasher movies. So those two are my favorites. I love slasher movies. Favorite romance movie? Oh God, I love me some good romance. It's like my go-to thing when I'm feeling blue or whatever, or I'm sick. I watch a good romance movie, but there's four that come to mind. So my favorite romance movies are Where the Heart Is, The Notebook, A Walk to Remember, and Love, Rosie. I love all of those, and those are my go-tos when I'm feeling bad. Am I ever going to do a tour of all my collectibles? I don't really have a vlogging camera, so the camera I'm using now would be really hard to take around. I could do it on my phone, but I don't know if that'd be the best quality, but I would love to do a tour. So hopefully one day I'll get a vlogging camera. Maybe. I don't know. But I'll try. I'll try my hardest to get one out in the relative future. Favorite childhood cartoon? And again, this is really hard. I love Sailor Moon, but that is an anime, so I'm classing that as an anime. I really loved the Powerpuff Girls when I was a young girl. I loved Dexter's Laboratory. I loved Hey Arnold, Doug. Oh my gosh, so many. Have I ever thought about cosplaying as Jessica Rabbit? I could pull it off. Well, thank you for saying I could pull it off. The only problem is I don't have much boobage. To be honest, I don't have the boobage to pull off Jessica Rabbit, and I'm not as thin as Jessica Rabbit is. But I mean, I would love to. The dress she wears is gorgeous, and once I get my hair back to being red, because I miss being a redhead, I would love to. I just have to find the costume or the dress and, you know, some way to fake the cleavage. So, I would love to, and thank you for saying I could pull it off. That is a huge compliment. Favorite candy? Anything chocolate. I love chocolate. Chocolate! From SpongeBob. If you got that from SpongeBob, kudos to you. Favorite pasta? I mean, I really just like a good old plate of spaghetti. I'm basic that way. Favorite juice? Apple juice. I can't drink orange juice. It gives me really bad acid reflux, but apple juice, oh my gosh, it's so good. Favorite kind of ocean fish? Oh, I love dolphins. They're not fish, but dolphins are just so beautiful. Like a fish from the ocean. I love blue tangs just because I love Finding Nemo and Dory. So, I mean, there's that. Do I read or have I ever read fictions about your favorite fictional characters? I've never read fan fiction. I'm kind of afraid if I do, I'll go down that wormhole and never come out, so I never have. How many pets have I had? Ooh, over my entire life? I'm not sure. I've had 3 cats over my entire life. I had a dog, but we couldn't keep her because we don't have a fenced-in yard. We had to give her away, sadly. When she was a stray, she just came up one day, and we didn't have her for long, but I was very attached to her. So, 4? But I also had a couple goldfish. I had 2 hamsters. So, I mean, it keeps adding up. So, I've had several, but my favorites are cats. And the cats have lived the longest. They've been the best besides the dog. The dog was great. I wish we could have kept her, but sadly we couldn't. But cats. Cats are the best. How do I think I would act if I got arrested? And who would I call to bail me out? I would be a mess of tears. I'd be crying so hard that my mugshot would be like this. It depends on where I was, who I would call to bail me out. If I was here, where I'm currently at, I'd call one of my parents. If I was in California, I would call I'd either call my boyfriend or one of his family members. So, I mean, it depends on where I'm at, who's going to bail me out. Or they might just leave me to molder in prison, I don't know. Favorite car? Ford Mustang. I actually have a Ford Mustang, but my second favorite is a BMW Mini Cooper. I'm a very picky person when it comes to cars. What is my dream home? I just want a relatively nice sized house that has room for, you know, a family and for inside animals, that has a backyard, maybe a pool. If I had to have a Disney wedding, what Disney movie would I want it to be based on? I love Disney. That would be an amazing wedding to have. I would say either The Little Mermaid, have an underwater themed wedding, or Cinderella, because I think it'd be so cool to wear a Cinderella dress as a wedding gown. What's the worst thing that's happened to me in public that was embarrassing? I mean, I really haven't had any embarrassing moments in public. I mean, I voluntarily sing and dance in public, so that's embarrassing for everyone else. I mean, I guess probably tripping and falling is probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I mean, I can't think of anything else I've done besides trip and fall, so that's that. Is there a movie or TV show that you really like that most people hate? I mean, there's been several movies that have gotten bashed by critics that I didn't love, but I liked. Like, the recent Robin Hood was fun. Justice League was fine. I mean, there's probably more that I'm not remembering because I watched so many TV shows and movies. But, I mean, you gotta make up your own mind about things. I mean, certain things are going to appeal to other people more than others. So, just make up your own mind about things. Don't listen to what other people say. Biggest differences in personality between me and my mom. We have really similar personalities. I would say probably where we differ the most is our political leanings. I'm not very political, but I am different from her with her beliefs. So I'd say that is probably the only thing. Best childhood memory. I don't know. I had a lot of good childhood memories. A lot of mine were also kind of associated with negative things though, so it's kind of hard to say, oh, I loved going to Disney World because that's when my grandma died. It's hard to say, oh, I loved it when I got my Game Boy Color because that's when I had pneumonia. So, I mean, I loved getting my first PlayStation 1 though. That was, okay, I'm going with that. PlayStation 1. Getting my PlayStation 1 and the OG Tomb Raider for myself after I played it at my uncle's house. Probably my favorite memory. Okay. Do I have a favorite Twitch streamer? I mean, I love my girl, Mrs. Violence. She's really, really talented with gaming and streaming. I just love her to death. I also love my friend Casey Tiller. She is just adorable and sweet and has the best personality, so I love those two women to death. So those are all the questions. I know this is a very long Inside Alyssa White, and I'm so sorry about the length. I'm not really that sorry. I'm sorry to myself for having to edit it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you have questions for me for the next installment, leave them down below in the comment box. If you like this video, share it because that helps my channel grow and helps me out tremendously with the algorithm. Also, make sure, even if you don't want to leave a worded comment, leave an emoji, please, because that helps, again, with the algorithm. If you're new here, but you haven't subscribed yet, and you like what you've seen and heard, hit that subscribe button. And even if you are subscribed and have not yet hit the notification bell, please do that so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. If you'd like to follow me on social media sites, those are all listed down below in the description box. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and for asking questions. Bye!